Thank you for joining CCAI's Angels and Adoption Gala. The show will begin in 5 minutes. Thank you for tuning in to CCAI's 2020 Angels and Adoption Gala. The show will now begin.
Good evening and welcome to the 2020 Angels and Adoption Virtual Gala. We are so excited that you are here with us tonight and have an exciting event filled with celebration and family. I have the honor and privilege of serving on CCAI's Board of Directors as Vice Chair and as Co-Chair for tonight's gala. As an adoptive mom, CCAI's mission is so important to me because it is rooted in family. First and foremost, congratulations to all our Angels in Adoption honorees from across the nation who have been recognized by their members of Congress for their extraordinary work in child welfare. In 1999, the Bipartisan, Bicameral Adoption Caucus held its first official program event, a press conference to honor individuals and families who were champions for children in their states and districts. What started as a small press conference grew into what's known today the Angels in Adoption program. After seeing firsthand how the voices of foster youth, adoptees, social workers, parents, families, organizations, and many others had a direct impact in policy, Adoption Caucus members saw a need to expand their work and create a dedicated entity to help carry out the mission. They understood that when members of Congress and other policymakers heard direct experiences of those affected by child welfare policy, they became engaged and worked even harder to bring about legislative improvements to ensure each child's right to a family is realized. Tonight, you'll meet some of the leaders of the Adoption Caucus, hear from our extraordinary 2020 foster youth intern class, and celebrate the 2020 Angel honorees and our national celebrity honorees who have used their platforms to uplift adoption. I'd like to introduce you to the woman behind the creation of the caucus and CCAI and our founder and board of directors chair, former U.S. Senator from Louisiana, the Honorable Mary Landrieu.
Thank you so much, Susan Neely, for chairing this wonderful gala tonight. It's my pleasure as chair of the board to share with you just a moment about the history of CCAI. CCAI represents over 150 members of Congress who cross party lines and are from every part of our country. They come together believing one simple but profound truth, that every child in America should grow up under the loving care, safe and nurturing care of a family. It's easier said than done, not only in America, but around the world. Members of Congress cross party lines and geographic boundaries to advocate for the right laws and budgets and policies and best practices to make this happen in our country. It's not easy, but working together, we can do it. So it's my pleasure to welcome you all along with Susan Neely and our board. Let me share with you their names. Brian Graft is treasurer, Susan Hirschman is secretary, Kelly Gage, Carrie Marks Hassenbach, Rita Lewis, Rick Spielman, Russ Sullivan, and Kim Carver. We are so grateful to have all of them helping us along with our strategic partners. It is my pleasure now to introduce our new executive director, Nancy Blackwell. Nancy has spent 25 years in the field of child welfare. She comes with all the prerequisite degrees, but more importantly, she comes with the heart, vision, and passion for children and families. She knows, as one of an extremely large family, how important family is to children. So with no more ado, let me introduce to you our new, exciting, and wonderful executive director, Nancy Blackwell.
Thank you, Senator Landrieu, for the introduction and your esteemed leadership as the chair of the Board of Directors. Hello, I'm Nancy K. Blackwell, Executive Director of the Congressional Coalition on Adoption Institute. The senator was not kidding when she mentioned that I come from a large family. I am the youngest of 13 children. I'm a mom, a sister, and a grandmother. Family is rooted in everything I do. I came to CCAI in mid-April, in the middle of the pandemic, hoping that at the end of the month, I could have showed up at the office with the staff. And here we are, 5 months later, still working remotely. During this challenging time of the COVID-19 pandemic, combined with this moment of rising awareness in this country of issues of racial justice, equity, and inclusion, CCAI is honored to host this event virtually this year to reach audiences far and wide. We struggled with weighing the safety of our guests traveling to DC or staying put. We decided earlier this summer to move our Angels program to a virtual platform. I am so grateful for the opportunity to bring all of my work experience and passion for children to CCAI. CCAI holds a unique position to connect the voices of experience and expertise on adoption and child welfare policy to those in positions to improve federal policy. One of our greatest privileges at CCAI is to spotlight the real-life stories of children, youth, families, and advocates. CCAI celebrates with policymakers, government leaders, experts in a wide range of modalities from child welfare to technology, and a variety of program partners. We all have one goal of having children and youth grow up in a safe, loving, and nurturing family. I'll briefly share a few highlights of CCAI's core programming. The Congressional Resource Program, where we bring experts to educate Congress on emerging issues in child welfare. Our 2020 Vision Program facilitates communication, education, and fact-finding trips between government entities, domestically and internationally. We engage with global leaders, members of Congress, the Department of State, and the Department of Homeland Security to ensure no child lingers outside of family care. Our Foster Youth Internship Program, which raises voices of youth that have spent time in the U.S. foster care system to communicate to policymakers about the needs and unique perspectives of their lived experience. And lastly, our Angels and Adoptions Program, which brings you here today. In the spirit of celebrating adoption and growing families, we are excited to join the Administration for Children and Families and the Assistant Secretary, Lynn Johnson, for the All-In Foster Adoption Challenge for the 122,000 children in the foster care system who have a plan of adoption and who need forever families. Many of these children and youth are eligible for adoption and are eager for a family to call their own. With the help of states, nonprofits, businesses, faith partners, and local communities, we can find homes for every waiting child and support families as they open their hearts. I would like to thank our strategic partners, the Dave Thomas Foundation and Wendy's Wonderful Kids, Arnold and Porter, Casey Family Programs, Child Focused, and Retail Orphan Initiative. I would also like to thank the CCAI Board of Directors and the CCAI staff, Kate McLean and Taylor Drady. This is a very special day for us at CCAI. We look forward to this event each fall and are so happy that you joined us today. I would like to now introduce the Earl family, a recipient of the 2020 National Angels in Adoption Award. Courtney and Russell Earl have 3 children, Whitney, Charlotte, and Magnolia. Magnolia was selected as the official 2020 Gerber baby. Magnolia is the first adoptee to be featured in the Gerber campaign since it began in 1928. Now let's jump to the West Coast and meet the amazing Earl family.
Hi everyone, we're the Earl family. I'm Russell. This is my beautiful wife Courtney and my 3 amazing children.
Hi, I'm Whitney. I'm 12. Hi, I'm Charlotte and I'm 8. And this is...
Can you say hi?
This is Magnolia.
Hi Magnolia.
Magnolia. How old are you? Are you 1?
Are you 1?
Are you 1?
One.
You
One.
are
Can you say 1?
1.
Can you put up 1 finger?
Can you put up 1 finger?
Don't put
Oh.
Okay.
So adoption is an incredibly special part of our family. Adoption helped create our family, and we celebrate adoption in our family every single day. We celebrate birth parents in our family every single day, and we couldn't be happier to be here tonight accepting this award. adoption means the world to us. And the story of our family is incredibly special to us. And it was incredibly special. Magnolia was selected as the Gerber baby. A friend had sent me a link to the Gerber Spokes Baby contest. I didn't know anything really about it, but she sent me the link and she said, it's time to enter our baby. Our community loves all of our children so much, and especially with Magnolia's arrival, they've just all been so excited. So they all call her our baby. And so friend said, it's time to enter our baby. So I clicked on the link and I wrote a few sentences, and a few months ago, we got an email letting us know that she was a potential winner of the contest. And then, how did we find out, Whitney?
On the Today Show, they said that she was the Gerber baby. And we were like, yay! It was so excited.
Yeah.
So, and following the announcement, it was so special. Every news outlet around the world picked up on the fact that she was the first adopted Spokes baby, and it means the world to us. It means the world to us that people are celebrating adoption, that they're recognizing that families are made in different ways, and that they're all beautiful, all the different ways that families are made. And so we're excited to be here tonight.
We're excited to be here tonight. I think that's the thing is, obviously with the attention that Magnolia gets being the Gerber baby, I think there's, people who are asking, well, why is it important that she's adopted? Or why is that always, why do they always say, oh, she's the first adopted Gerber baby? For us, it's important because it shows how families can be created in different ways. And we celebrate adoption, and I think everybody that's here tonight is probably in the same boat. Right? You say, yay! Yay! Because adoption made our family, and we wouldn't have each other without it. And we just think it's really important, and it's such a positive thing in our lives. And we're just glad to be recognized tonight. And we appreciate the work that you all do in bringing adoption to the forefront and shining a light on it and showing it in its in the positive ways that it affects people's lives. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
What do you say, Noli? Can you say thank you? Thank you.
Can you say thank you?
Can you say thank you?
Can you say yay?
Yay! Can you say yay?
Yay, Noli!
How adorable is Magnolia and her family? At CCAI, our dream is to see every child with a safe, loving, nurturing, and permanent family to call their own. I'd like to ask you, your friends and families, to join me in helping CCAI with this dream. Grab your cell phone or tablet, snap a photo, tag us on social media, use our hashtag Adoption Angels 2020, and most helpful of all, you can donate to CCAI throughout the gala by texting CCAI to 41444. If you believe in the mission of a family for every child, I'm asking you tonight to move from belief to action. Your gift will help CCAI fulfill this dream. Now I'd like to introduce Season 18's four-chair turning, Team Blake Superstar 2020 winner of NBC's hit show The Voice, Todd Tilghman, a recipient of tonight's National Angels in Adoption Award. Todd and his wife are proud parents of 8 amazing kids, including 2 daughters adopted from South Korea. Todd uses his platform to bring the melodies of great music, joy, and family to televisions across the country. Congratulations, Todd. Let's hear a little more of your story.
I know it's late. I know you're weary. I know your plans don't include me. Still,
Was it so bad, was it?
both of us lonely. It's time to take a chance or let it pass by. If I expect to get on with my life, I am a man who will fight for your honor. I'll be the hero that you've been dreaming of. I read a note my grandma wrote back in 1923. Grandpa kept it in his
All right, the moment we've all been waiting for. Here we go. The winner of The Voice is
You might not understand, but a long, long
Todd Tilghman. Congratulations. How about a big hand for Todd and, of course, all 5 of our finalists tonight. Wow, what a show. Come on in, everybody. Congratulations to Todd. What an unbelievable season. Unforgettable. Thanks to our coaches.
Hey y'all, I'm Todd Tilghman, winner of season 18 of NBC's The Voice. And these are my girls, Judah and Olive. These are not my only kids, of course. I don't know if you know anything about us. We have a fairly large family. But because this is the best backdrop in our whole house, I couldn't fit but these 2 girls in. And so I want to say that adoption for us started about 10 years ago, mainly just because we felt like it was part of the way that our family would be made whole, you know. Our girls, these girls, make our family whole, make it what it is. And so we adopted Judah in 2010, I believe, is when she came home, and Olive came home in 2011. And so, and our family has partially been made whole by that. And then we also have several biological kids. And what adoption means to us really is that it just means family, and it means wholeness. And to us, adoption is like a miracle, you know. It's funny how after so many years we don't really look at it quite so much as adoption as we do as family. But we have been able to speak into other people's lives and be a part of other people's adoptions, and we've been able to see, you know, how important adoption is in different people's families. And so I really cannot even begin to say what a great honor it is for me, and what a great honor it is for our family to do this and to be given this distinct honor. So thank you guys so very much. And I am so very grateful for not only what you're doing in honoring us, but the work that you do for adoption in Washington. So I just cannot tell you how much we appreciate it. I appreciate it individually. We appreciate it as a family. And I know the entire adoption community just appreciates it so very much. So once again, thanks a lot from the Tilghman family here in Meridian, Mississippi. And I'll be adding a song to this video for you guys as well. So I hope y'all enjoy it. See you next time. Bye-bye. Y'all, I've sang this song for all my girls. And so now I'll sing it for y'all, I guess. She spins and she sways to whatever song plays, without a care in the world. And I'm sitting here wearing the weight of the world on my shoulders. It's been a long day and there's still work to do. She's pulling at me, saying, Dad, I need you. There's a ball at the castle, and I've been invited, and I need to practice my dancing. Please, Daddy, please. So I dance with Cinderella while she is here in my arms. 'Cause I know something the prince never knew. I will dance with Cinderella. I don't wanna miss even one song. All too soon, the clock will strike midnight, and she'll be gone. She says he's a nice guy and I'd be impressed. She wants to know if I approve. groove of her dress. She says, Dad, the prom is just 1 week away, and I need to practice my dancing. Please, Daddy, please. So I will dance with Cinderella while she is here in my arms. 'Cause I know something the prince never knew. Oh, I will dance with Cinderella. I don't wanna miss even one song. 'Cause all too soon the clock will strike midnight, and she'll be gone. She will be gone. Ooh. She came home today with a ring on her hand, glowing and telling us all they had planned. She says, Dad, the wedding's still 6 months away, but I need to practice my dance. Please, Daddy, please. So I will dance with Cinderella while she is here in my arms. 'Cause I know something the prince never knew. Hey, I will dance with Cinderella. I don't wanna miss even one song. 'Cause all too soon the clock will strike midnight, and she'll be gone.
Wow, what an incredible performance, Todd. Thank you for your time and talents. My name is Cortez Carey, and I am one of the 12 2020 foster youth interns. The Foster Youth Internship Program, or FYI program, usually brings current and former foster youth to Capitol Hill for a summer to intern with Congress and write policy. This year, the FYI program looked a little different. What? Did you think a global pandemic would stop us from using our voices for change? Not a chance. My resilient and hardworking cohort completed a virtual internship coming from all 4 time zones and over 10 states, and wrote policy recommendations on how COVID-19 is impacting vulnerable children, youth, and families. As members of the CCAI family, tonight we'd like to take a few minutes to honor and share the names of the 2020 Angels honorees. Thank you for all that you do for our community. We would not be where we are today if it weren't for extraordinary individuals like you. I now invite the 2020 Foster Youth Interns to share and congratulate Angel honorees from their regions. I'll kick it off from Howard University in Washington, D.C. Shout out to my fellow Capital Area locals, the Blue Ribbon Project from Maryland, Miguel Franco and Robert Perez from Maryland, and Gary Lister, Margaret and Brian Hochstresser, Alan and Sarah Janey, and Erica M. McPhee from Virginia. Melvin, you're up next.
Thanks, Cortez. My name is Melvin Roy and I'm from Virginia. Tonight, I'd like to give a big shout out to some of our other East Coast Angels. Jason Caprani, Brad and Jenna Martin, and Kay Kirby, and the late Lisa Belk from South Carolina. Foster Care Support Foundation, and Dustin and Holly Barker from Georgia. Ashley Brown, Rebecca Margillies, Heart Gallery of Pinellas and Pasco, and Melissa and David Commerce from Florida. Layla Rose, passing it to you.
Hi, my name is Layla Rose Hudson, and I'm from Sweet Home, Alabama. And tonight I'd like to give a special shout out to Clinton Angela Mays from Alabama, Deborah and Dwayne Jones, and Josh and Olivia Watts from Mississippi, Jerry and Belton Caldwell, Elaine and Alan Spivey, and Amy Brown from Tennessee, and Starfish Orphan Ministries and Brian and Dana Settles from Kentucky. Thank you so much for all you've done for child welfare.
Thanks, Layla Rose. My name is Ian Marks, from the state known for its crawfish, music, and Mardi Gras, Louisiana. Tonight, I'd like to recognize the Family Village and James R. Kelly from Louisiana, Dawn and Danny Curtis from Arkansas, Anchor Point and Jennifer and Jay Casing from Texas, Jeff and Crystal Campbell, Circle of Care, and Angela and Brady Bay from Oklahoma, and Margaret LaRue and the Ethiopian Adoption Commission from Kansas. And now, I'll pass the mic across the Midwest to you, Michaela.
Hi, my name is Michaela James, and I'm from the Golden State, California. I would like to give a shout out to these amazing 2020 Angels. Darcy Olson and Ashawn Peterson from Arizona, Sherry Allen from Utah, Mary Hertz from Nevada, and Merced County CASA, Catherine Lee Ketcher, Natalie and Fernando Torres, and Kelly Capin Douglas from California. On to you, Autumn.
Thank you, Michaela. My name is Autumn Adams from Washington State, and my tribal affiliation is with the Yakama Nation. I want to introduce some of our fantastic 2020 Angels: Denise and David Solgate, CASA of Kings County, and the Avant-Garde Foster Family Agency from California, the Joyce Family Foundation from Oregon, David V. Anderson, Margarita and Eugene Dawson III, and former U.S. Congressman George Nethercutt from Washington as well. David and Maria Garcia from Alaska, and the Cole family from Wyoming. Next up, Chanel.
Hello, my name is Chanel LaValle, and I am from the Fort Belknap Indian Reservation in Montana. My tribes are Aani and Nakota. And tonight I would like to acknowledge Ashley Ray Klinger and Jennifer and Kevin Dobbins from North Dakota, Chad and Carrie Shields, Jason and Tammy Prince, and Chris and Amber Friedel from South Dakota. The Troy Netherton family, Rachel Folds, Kim B. Hawcott, and Ellen and Neil Dutenhofer from Nebraska. Congratulations, you guys. On to you, Janelle.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Janelle Merwin, and I am from the sunny state of California. I would like to take a moment to continue to recognize some more of our Midwest Angels, beginning with Marcus and Sarah Yeager, Mike and Maureen Gilbertson, and RJ Dubik from Minnesota, Angie Kennel and family Bland from Wisconsin, Linda and Bob Herring from Iowa, and Hannah Kelly, Craig and Brittany Stevenson, and Millie Smith from Missouri. Thank you for the many ways that you contribute to your communities. You are appreciated and much needed.
Hey everyone, I am Tasha Robertson Wing, tuning in from The Ohio State University. I would like to give a special shout out to Brian and Rachel Yost, 99.1 Joy FM, and the Honorable Daniel G. Peligan from Missouri, Marley Lee Factory Foundation, and Julius Jackson Jr. from Ohio, Kevin and Sherry Bonchagier, and Foster Success from Indiana, Horizon Therapeutic from Illinois, and Jason and Chapri Politier, and Michelle and Tim Haylett from Michigan. And now I would like to pass the mic to Haley.
Good evening. I am Haley Zalia from New Jersey. Tonight, I would like to give special recognition to Kara and Tim Dearmont, Timothy and Michelle Delaney, and Children's Spa for Children with Disabilities from Michigan, James W. Miskowski, Scout Hartley, Janet Polio, and Amon Zamello from New Jersey, and the late Honorable James C. Tormey from New York. Now to you, Alan.
Thanks, Haley. As she said, my name is Alan Abutin from the great state of Connecticut, and I'm wrapping up our shoutouts. I would like to recognize Amelia and Robert Masilli, Emily Leone, Christine Hendrickson, Kimberly and AJ Maynard, and Lise Iwon from Rhode Island, Dana Bear from Vermont, Sarah Riley from New Hampshire, and Heather and Mike Crooker from Maine. A big congratulations to all of our honorees for your tremendous work and impact. I'd now like to introduce my friend and fellow 2020 CCAI foster youth intern, Isabel Goodrich.
Hi everyone, and thank you all once again for being here with us this evening. My name is Isabel Goodrich, and I had the privilege of being one of the 2020 foster youth interns with CCAI. I'm currently studying history and politics at Western Colorado University, but I grew up and spent my time in foster care in the state of Maine. I spent most of my time in foster care in my grandparents' custody. My grandparents are emotionally and mentally very strong people. They worked hard to provide me with the most stable and consistent life possible. However, health issues were a common occurrence in my household. One winter, my grandmother got so sick that she had to spend 2 weeks in the hospital. And my grandfather has dealt with ongoing heart issues since before I was born. When it came time to research a topic for my policy proposal during the foster youth internship program, I couldn't stop thinking about how seriously my life would have changed if COVID-19 had broken out during my time in my grandparents' home. Would they have had sufficient support? Maybe, but maybe not. Inspired by this terrifying thought, I ended up writing my policy report on ensuring that kinship navigator programs have sufficient support and funding during the pandemic by strengthening the language in Title 4E of the Social Security Act. As it stands, the Act has unclear spending language and negatively impacted kinship care families by not clearly stating that funds can be used for goods and services like groceries and medication, technology for distance learning, and transportation. However, since this summer, both the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and U.S. House of Representatives have made efforts to fix this problem. The foster youth internship has impacted my life in many ways. I can confidently say that this is the most important work that I've ever done in my entire life. This internship has given my cohort and I a platform to share our stories, to not only inspire, but to facilitate change. CCAI encourages young people to speak from their heart, to own their stories, and to be a force for change. I walked away from the summer with the confidence to share my story and the ability to know that I, once just a foster kid, could be of serious influence. To me, the FYI program means taking my story and bringing it into light. It means being an advocate in the fiercest and truest form. This internship turned the idea of developing federal policy into less of an out-of-reach dream, but an attainable goal, with the most encouraging and loving support system alongside each of us the entire way. The foster youth internship has been a priceless experience that I will cherish all of my life, and one that I encourage every youth who has spent time in foster care to apply for, as it has opened my eyes to how important my story really is and the influence that it can have. Thank you all once again for being here this evening.
Hello, this is Senator Jim Risch. It's great to join you this evening to celebrate the annual Angels in Adoption Gala. I've participated in the Angels in Adoption program since my first year in the Senate in 2009. This year, I'm honored to introduce Idahoans Miranda and Luke Caldwell as the 2020 National Angels in Adoption honorees. You may recognize Luke from his runaway hit TV show, Boise Boys, on HGTV. Luke is passionate about using his platform to share how adoption has grown and enriched his family. Luke and Miranda have 7 precious children: Morris, Elias, Darla, Brighton, Ezra, Tucker, and Promise. The Caldwells began their adoption journey over 5 years ago when they brought their son Morris home from China. Morris asked his new parents to adopt his best friend, Ezra, and they did so. Later, the couple returned to the same orphanage to adopt their children Darla and Tucker. Just last year, they adopted their daughter Promise from Ukraine. I'm honored to present the Caldwells with this well-deserved award. They bring love, joy, and compassion into the world, and they make the great state of Idaho very proud. God bless you, and thank you.
What one do you want? Which one did you want, Elias? Okay, you guys can split it.
What? Okay.
And Miranda and I, we had our first 2 kids, and we always had a heart to want to adopt.
Dad, can I have another one, please?
We are blessed, and we have something to give, and it's love. 1, 2, 3.
We have a really good system going on right now, and it does make it harder to think about adopting again.
So now we are.
We have some news for you.
Here's the thing. The little girl that we've been praying for in Eastern Europe, that she would find a family.
This little girl right here?
Macy?
She's gonna be your sister. We're thinking about naming her Promise.
I like that name.
You do?
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
It's crazy because this is why I started flipping houses, was to pay for our adoptions. And so here we are again, flipping this house so that we can be able to pay for our adoption to bring our girl Promise back home. We're gonna fly all the way over to Eastern Europe, and we're gonna go get her in the orphanage, and we're gonna bring her all the way back home to Boise, Idaho.
And then she can sleep in my room.
Hey everybody, it's Luke and Miranda Caldwell from Boise, Idaho, and we are so thankful to be with you guys here tonight.
Thank you so much for having us.
Our business is completely transforming dysfunctional houses.
We got 9 kids between the 2 of us.
I know, I got 6 of them.
We got to make money on this house.
We got this opportunity to be on television through Boise Boys, which is a show on HGTV, which basically kind of follows our lives flipping houses. Yeah, we need some dirt.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome.
Today we're planting up some flowers with our dad at the house that he's working on.
These are going to go underneath here with all these flowers coming out of them. And what's unique about it is I only got into renovating and flipping houses was to pay for our adoption. So it's had this crazy synergy in our lives, and really the story that we never expected. It wasn't the journey we had planned.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Morris is actually the first child we adopted. He was 5 years old, living at an orphanage in China. When we brought him home, he quickly asked us to go back and adopt his best friend, Tucker.
What are you doing, huh?
We already had 2 biological kids, Brighton and Elias, and so we quickly became a family of 6. And then not long after that, Darla and Ezra, we went and got them from the same orphanage, and so now we're a family of 8. A lot of people will pat you on the back and be like, good for you guys, like what you're doing, but really it is such a blessing to us, to our family, and they've brought so much love and life and joy and just chaos. All of that is just good.
Yeah, and we know that this journey for our lives would be completely different and not as much joy without them. So every single day we're thankful that they're here.
We are here at the airport. We're about to get on the airplane to head over to Eastern Europe to meet our little girl Promise for the first time. My wife and I have been in this adoption process for almost a year now. We've been told we have to go separate times to actually get her, so this first trip is just to meet her. I can't even imagine how hard this is going to be. This is the orphanage. I want to pick up our little girl. Hi.
She left when I asked. Thanks, Hannah.
With adoption, you never know when you're actually going to be able to bring your child home. It's just been a lot of red tape, so we're just moving through the process, hoping to get her back soon. Promise was a child that I was scared to adopt, to be honest.
Her needs are a lot higher, and she's been through a lot more.
So that was a year ago, and today, Promise is doing really great. Promise? Is that fun?
She just has her own little personality, and she makes me happy every single day. I love her so much.
That tickly? We're not that different just because we've got 4 kids with Down syndrome and a kid who can't walk. We're just a family like everyone else, and we all have got our challenges, we all have got our joys, we all have our bad days and our good days, but we're just doing life together.
Hey guys, it's Todd. Ready? Okay, so we have Elias, we have Darla.
Good job, Darla.
Tucker added a little bit of extra flour on top of his.
Nice, Tuck. And for any of you guys out there who feel like, I just don't know if I have that kind of love to give, I want to encourage you to know that you do. It's inside of you. Tuck, show me your desk, bud.
Me?
Sissy got you those flowers.
Thanks.
See you guys.
Bye.
Thanks for having us.
The work of CCAI would not be possible without the incredible support of our wonderful partners. Your generosity enables us to continue to do our daily work of impacting future generations of children. We would now like to recognize our partners. Our premier platinum partners are Arnold and Porter, Carlson Family Foundation, Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption.
Our premier gold partners are American Council of Life Insurers, Brownstein Hyatt Barber Schreck, Casey Family Programs, and Retail Orphan Initiative.
Our silver partners are American Retirement Association, Bella Grazia Fund, Both Ends Believing, Comcast NBC Universal, ConocoPhillips, Rita M. Lewis, Susan B. Hirschman, the Neely Family, and the Paul and Emily Singer Family Foundation.
Our bronze partners are Aiken Gump Strauss Heyer and Felt, American Beverage Association, American Petroleum Institute, the Council of Insurance Agents and Brokers, Cox Enterprises, Deep Root Analytics, Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the Honorable Mary L. Landrew and Frank Snellings, Insured Retirement Institute, the Internet and Television Association, NCTA, Invariant, Joyce and Don Meyer, Mass Mutual, Michelle and Rick Spielman, New York Life Insurance Company, News Media Alliance, Pacific Life Insurance Company, the Russell Group, and Seth Khan.
Our friend partners are Aisha Molino, Center for Adoption Support and Education, Charter Communications, Dean Madeline M. Landrew, Gary LaBranche, Greater Washington Community Foundation, National Council for Adoption, PepsiCo, Principal, Rita Soronin, and Walmart.
Another huge thank you to our partners for making not only this evening possible, but making possible all of CCAI's programs and initiatives. Without you, CCAI could not continue working towards a world in which every child knows the love and support of a family.
Good evening. My name is Jane Castanius, and I am honored to be here with you tonight. First, I want to congratulate all of tonight's 2020 honorees and welcome you to the Angels family. I am a proud adoptive mom, adoption advocate, and together with my husband Greg, a 2017 Angel in Adoption honoree. I am also the volunteer chair of the CCAI Angels Alumni Network. Including you all this year, we are now more than 2,800 Angels strong. Like you, I proudly wear my Angels pin, knowing it means I've played a role in supporting CCAI's mission of every child having a safe, nurturing, and loving family. I know I'm not alone in my amazement of how much this small but mighty nonprofit accomplishes each year. And despite having the word congressional in the name, the Congressional Coalition on Adoption Institute is a nonprofit that receives no government funding. This is a team that does a lot with a little. And whether it is the Angels in Adoption program or foster youth interns on Capitol Hill, or facilitating meetings with members of Congress all over the country and all over the world, CCAI puts voice to the impossible realities that children in need of parents face every single day. None of what CCAI does would be possible if it weren't for the continued support of its partners and donors. Tonight, I invite you to join our monthly donor program. You can donate as little as $5 a month, or more, and regularly support CCAI's mission. You know through your own work the desperate need to help vulnerable children and families. As a leader and as an angel, we need your help tonight, tomorrow, and every day to come. I hope you enjoy this evening and can feel through the screen how much we honor your advocacy, your efforts, your expertise, and your families. Tonight, we celebrate you.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight to celebrate families, youth, and organizations across America who are making an extraordinary difference in the lives of children. Currently serving in my 5th term in the U.S. Congress, I have fought each day to reform America's foster care system. I've traveled the nation with the Congressional Coalition on Adoption and Foster Youth to examine best practices and the challenges that foster youth face in our country. In 2017, we passed the Families First Prevention Services Act, a monumental piece of child welfare legislation that will help thousands of vulnerable children, youth, and families. For the past few years, I joined many Americans that have been glued to their TV screen to watch the Pearson families' lives unfold and how adoption and foster care has impacted them from childhood to adulthood. The show's writers, producers, and actors have given us a depiction of what foster care looks like in real time. Tonight, we honor them for uplifting these voices and giving America a glimpse into what we fight for every day: a safe, loving, and permanent family for every child. Congratulations to the This Is Us creator, Dan Fogelman, producers, writers, and incredible cast on your 2020 Angels in Adoption Award. Let's take a closer look at their work.
Saying I do means saying I will.
It's okay, bud. I need you to help me, please. Are you laying down, Jack?
Big three?
Big three!
You wish to adopt this child as your legally adopted son?
We do.
We do.
And what name shall this child be known?
Randall Kenneth Pearson.
You have done the hard work. You've chosen to love.
Hey there, come in,
Hi, guys. This is Deja. You and your family are doing a great thing. Just be patient, have zero expectations, and don't try to predict how a single day will turn out.
My name is Randall Pearson. I'm your biological son. 36 years ago, you left me at the front door of a fire station. My father doesn't have a lot of time left, and he'd very much like to show me where he's from, which for me would be a really big deal.
Toby.
Kate.
Nice to meet you.
Kate lost a baby.
Our time is going. Sometimes in marriage, someone has to be the one to push to make the big moves.
Do you not want to adopt?
Does it matter what I want?
Hey, this isn't going away from me, Beth. You need to get your head around it. You're the little girl that made my life somersault. So even if we get a foster kid, you will always be my number one.
We talk a lot about what we want for our kids, right? I mean, I know I think about it a lot. What I want for mine. And the one word I keep coming back to is okay. I want my kids to be okay.
Hi everybody, it's Dan Fogelman here from This Is Us. I just want to thank everybody at CCAI for this incredible honor. Since the very beginning, adoption has been such a gigantic part of our television program. I always say when you sit down to write a television script, you never imagine that anyone's going to read it, let alone make it. Let alone can you fathom that one day it will be seen on television and become a thing that people watch and becomes popular. And from the very beginning, it became very clear to us that adoption was front and center of our television show, and we knew it because of all the issues we explore, whether it was body image or addiction. Over and over again at grocery stores and letters from fans, it was our adoption storyline and eventually storylines that really had people reaching out to us and sharing their own stories. So it's something we've researched heavily and worked on intensely, and to be recognized by CCAI is incredibly meaningful to us after all the work. So thank you for this incredible honor on behalf of all of us at This Is Us. We've got a couple of seasons left of the show, and we will continue to work very hard to get it right and do right by all of you. So thank you again. I hope this finds everybody healthy and as well as can be during this impossible time. And thank you again from all of us. Bye.
Hi, my name is Chrissy Metz, and I play Kate Pearson on NBC's This Is Us. Kate is a triplet and a sister to two brothers, Kevin, her biological twin, and Randall, who was adopted on the same day that she and Kevin were born. The Pearsons are a family of 5, and anyone who has kids or siblings can relate. Kate, Randall, and Kevin laugh, they fight, they play, and they sometimes compete with one another. But above all, they show incredible love and support to each other through life's ups and downs. The Pearsons are a great example of how amazing families grow from adoption and foster care. To me, family is so important and all about being surrounded by people who love and cheer you on as you chase your dreams. So thank you to the CCAI for honoring me and the show with Angels and Adoption Award. I'm happy to play a part in bringing adoption stories to life in Hollywood. Congratulations to the 2020 Angel honorees from across the country, and a special shout out to all the sisters and new moms out there. I and Kate are thankful for all that you do for your families.
Hi everyone, Sterling K. Brown here. I play Randall Pearson on This Is Us. I just wanted to say thank you for recognizing our show with regards to its storyline on adoption and fostering. I myself am the youngest of 4 children biologically, but then my mother happened to adopt my little brother and little sister who are currently in their 20s. So the storyline means something to me on a very personal level. Family is something that is blood, yes, but it's also you choosing your own tribe. So whether that is, biologically or legally or through friendship, etc., the people that I spend time with on This Is Us are indeed my family, and I'm so happy that we get a chance to celebrate this honor together. So thank you, CCAI. Bless you. Take care.
Thank you, Dan, Chrissy, and Sterling. Congratulations on your National Angels and Adoption Award. We are thrilled to celebrate and honor you tonight. Over our 19-year history, we've found that advocating and creating change for children, youth, and families is not a partisan issue. Our goal is to bring Republicans and Democrats from across the aisle to work together. Foster youth, adoption, foster parents, adoptive families, and child welfare are not issues with political divisions. In fact, the Bipartisan Adoption Caucus is nearly evenly split between Republicans and Democrats and has grown to over 175 members representing 48 states and the District of Columbia in both the House and Senate. For close to 2 decades, the Adoption Caucus has been the largest bipartisan bicameral caucus in the U.S. Congress. This year, the caucus worked tirelessly on child welfare and adoption policy, and I encourage you to join them tonight, along with Congress, the White House, the administration, governors, and advocates to make sure every child has a safe, loving, nurturing, and permanent family.
Hi, I'm Senator Roy Blunt. This event is always one of the highlights of the year for Abby and me. It's so inspiring to hear from honorees that have gone above and beyond what they could be expected to do to make a difference in people's lives. And not just the adoptive families, but the adoption advocates who are working tirelessly to make sure every child in this country has a safe and loving home, and hoping that we can do what we can to make that happen all over the world. I'm proud to support these efforts as co-chair of the Congressional Adoption Caucus in the Senate, along with my friend Senator Amy Klobuchar, and House leaders Donna Shalala and Robert Aderholt.
We are all here, virtually of course, for the same reason, because we share the belief that every child should have a safe home and loving family. That is why 35 years ago, some of my predecessors created the Congressional Coalition on Adoption Institute, or, as it's known, CCAI. The goal of the nonprofit they created was to support the Adoption Caucus in engaging members of Congress and spreading the message that every child not only deserves to know the love of a family, but needs to.
The Adoption Caucus is the largest bipartisan, bicameral caucus in the United States Congress, with more than 175 current members. We are deeply committed to bipartisanship and bring together both Democrats and Republicans with the shared goal of ensuring all children know the love and the support of a family. CCAI raises awareness about the millions of children around the world in need of permanent, safe, and loving homes, and works to eliminate the cultural, financial, and the policy barriers that prevent children from knowing the love of a family. Our work in Congress has led to the passage of legislation that has dramatically impacted the lives of children in the United States and literally around the world. We are proud of these wins, but a whole lot more work needs to be done.
Children belong in families, and they need great mentors, teachers, coaches, support from their communities, and above all, a safe, loving family to call their own. Let's work together to bring better focus and progress to this important cause. Tonight, we are calling on our colleagues in the House and the Senate, in the administration, governors, government leaders, social workers, and communities to stand with us and to work together, because every child should know the love and support of a family. Thank you.
We are also grateful for the White House's commitment to angels and adoptions over the years. This year, we are thrilled to have the First Lady share her commitment to children and families.
I'm incredibly proud of the work that has already been accomplished. Tonight is an opportunity to celebrate that success and to support and inspire each other so that we can do even more. Congratulations to all of the honorees. Together, we can make sure that every child in America has a safe, stable, and loving home. Thank you, and God bless you, and God bless your families.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. What an amazing event this has been. Each year, the Angels in Adoption program reminds us of the awesome work that's taking place in our country and in our world so that every child has a loving family that they deserve. It also encourages us to continue working to ensure that one day every child will know and love the support of a family. We hope you can join us next year for our 23rd Angels in Adoption celebration in the fall of 2021. Please sign up for our email list at www.ccainstitute.org to be the first to know when the gala is announced. One last big congratulations to our 96 Angels in Adoption honorees. You are truly angels. We can't wait to see what you do in the years to come. And don't forget to mark National Adoption Day this November 21st on your calendars. We look forward to all the social media on that day, and we continue to champion this call. Good night, and thank you for supporting CCAI.
Thank you for watching CCAI's Angels and Adoption Gala. For more information, please visit www.ccainstitute.org.